Right on, everybody. So I thought I grabbed all of my fixed blade knives and thought I'd just go through them real quick and show you what I got and go from there. I'll start off with probably this guy right here. It's the shortest one of the bunch. This is the Izula 2. This is, what do they call this thing? It's 1095 high carbon steel. Let me get it out of the thing. It's a freaking cool little knife. The blade length on this thing, it's reporting in at 2.63 inches, and the overall length is supposed to be like 6 3/4. They have a kind of a black, like a stone washed finish on here. I put some custom G10 scales on there. It had some canvas micarta on there before, but I didn't really like the way they looked, and they was really narrow. So this kind of beefs it up a little bit. And I threw on a little lanyard here that's got a cool little skull on there. The sheath. This is from who is this from? Esee. It's got a little holster thing on there, so it kind of rides at an angle, so you can kind of pull it out. Pretty cool stuff. So let's see. I'll get to the next knife. Hang on a sec. Here's another cool little knife that I have. This one here is a cool Damascus blade. I don't know if you can see. Let's see, get under the light. See the Damascus pattern. So this is a combination of like 1095, like a high carbon steel. Then they use some kind of alloy, like maybe a nickel alloy or something like that, to mix in there. So one it'll be hard, and the other one will be a little tough. It's probably not the greatest toughness in the world, but it's awful pretty. So it's got silver bolsters, bone handles, and some really cool file work going down the spine. You see that? Really cool. I don't really carry this much. It's not really, what do you want to call it? Handy? Where it's fairly long, right? So you're looking at overall just about 9.5 inches long with a, depending on where you measure it, about a 5-inch blade. Has a cool little leather sheath that when I got it, it just had like the little belt loop on the back, and I ended up getting this dangler to put on there. So this just kind of fits in there like a gun in a holster. It's a cool little package. I really dig it. It has a loop right here for like a fire steel, and these two loops here are for like doing a scout carry. So it'd be like going sideways across your back or something like that. But there's not enough retention in the leather, so this thing would fall right out. Another really cool knife, though. Here is a very cool set. So this is made by the company called Case. They make a lot of cool pocket knives and stuff. But this is their Hunter and Skinner combo set. It's just freaking awesome. Let me pull this out. Just a really cool looking blade. It has like these stacked leather handles. Super lightweight, very lightweight. This would be a good Skinner, maybe. I don't know. I don't hunt really, so I imagine you could kill something with that. Let's see. Let's get this thing down here. So overall, we're sitting at just about 10 inches. with a blade length of about, let's get this out of the way. So that's a blade length of about 5.5 inches on the on this one here. Very cool blade, nice and shiny. It says it's made out of true sharp stainless steel. Wait a minute, what is it called? True sharp surgical stainless steel. And there's the little one. It's such a little cool knife. You're like just perfect for like a steak knife. But it's just really so well made. Got the same kind of handles. Got a chunk of probably phenolic, and then some silver, stacked leather, and then silver end cap. Very cool stuff. And then on the sheath itself, if we can get this to show up or not, they did like this basket weave kind of thing going on there. Just really cool. A very cool looking setup. It's got a decent sized belt loop. Super thick leather. And it's just so well made. There's even a... Does this have a drainage hole in the bottom? No. No drainage holes in the bottom. So that's kind of bad because, you know, leather is kind of a moisture magnet. So with these being surgical stainless steel, I don't think I'd have to worry about any kind of rust or corrosion or anything like that. Just a very cool set. Right on. So here's a true bad boy right here. This is the case fighting trench, I guess you want to call it a trench fighter, or they listed it as the Mark series fighter. So it's similar to the K-Bar and the Ontarios, but this is kind of a reproduction of the prototype. So like later, when they put these things out, they would have an oval handle grip, and it'd still be this stacked leather stuff. But this is completely round, and it's kind of hard to index it if you're not like looking at it. So if you grabbed it, you wouldn't know if it was this way or this way. So they ovalized. Is that a word? They ovalized the handle so you could kind of clock it in your hand and know where it is. They also put a freaking razor sharp edge on here, and it's also sharpened on the top clip side too. Super cool knife. There's the good look at the leather handle. Got a steel end cap. You can just see the end of the knife comes through the cap there where it's all pinned together. Very cool stuff. The sheath is just like that other case. Just super well made. Stitching is done very well. Super big belt loop, and just a snap retainer to hold everything in. Super cool knife. Super cool knife. I'm actually really happy I bought this one. So let's see. I've also going to get, coming on its way, I've got a K-Bar Mark III, and I'm going to try to get me an Ontario before you can't get them anymore. So eventually I'll have this one, a K-Bar, and an Ontario, and I'm thinking about even getting an Ontario bayonet. That's a freaking 8-inch freaking blade on the bayonet. Oh, let's take a look at that. So overall, 12 inches. Blade on this thing is, oops, I'm losing my measurement. Please stand by. Here we are. Just about maybe 1.25 inches, 7.25. Not so bad. Pretty decent knife. So I got another one for you to check out. So I'll be back in just a sec. Now this one might be my favorite knife. This is the Buck. It's a 120 General is what they call it. This thing is a monster. Overall length, it's just sitting at 12 inches, just like the case. And the blade is just a tad longer. It's sitting at about 7.5 inches a blade. Freaking sweet. This one, does it have the steel type on here? I don't have it listed on here. It's just a sweet blade. Hollow ground and sharp as a razor. And probably one of the coolest things, if you get any of these Buck 100 series, they come with this just sweet sheath. So it's once again, it's leather, really solidly made. This has a little bit of maybe a Kydex, maybe an insert or something on the inside. And so this thing just goes right on in there. And then what the retainer is probably the coolest part. So this goes around. You have to use both hands. And it's just freaking solid. It makes a little rattle, but it's not so bad. Just a super, super nice knife. And that's it. I don't have any more fixed blades. I've got somewhere around the neighborhood of 40 other knives sitting around here. But we'll go through those slowly, a little at a time. Maybe I'll go through go through them by brand names. I'll go through I got some Spydercos and I got some Protex and stuff like that. And then I've got some odds and some just strange ones. So maybe the next one will be the strange ones. Right on. Thanks for checking this out. And I don't know if you subscribe or prescribe or whatever you do, you can do that, or you don't have to. It doesn't really matter. Right on. Thanks for checking this out. I'm out of here.